Hi, I'm Alka Ivanova. In this video, I will solve an example, an equation for a specified variable. Before to do it, I will make a short note. Let's say we have to clear a given equation from the fractions. The typical way to do it is to multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. Let's do it for the following one. The equation is A over B is equal to C over D. To clear the fractions, we need to multiply both sides by the LCD, which in this case is B times D. So we need to multiply the left and also the right side by BD. Now we can simplify. We see the same factors from the numerator and denominator. B over B is 1, and also D over D is 1. So the left side becomes AD, and the right side is BC. What happens? We clear the equation from the fractions. But we also can see that this result equation can be received by cross-multiplying the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second, the denominator of the first by the numerator of the second. So we can directly apply this result for any equation that has a simple fraction on the left side or simple fraction on the right side, or also rational expressions on each of the sides of the equation. And I will use this result for the next example. Here's the next example. Solve the following equation for x. We see here three different letters, x, a, and b. That's why sometimes these equations are called literal equations. But the goal is to solve this equation for x. So we'll think that a and b are like numbers for us. We need to isolate the variable term on one side, then find just 1 times x. But the left and the right side of this equation are just simple rational expressions, single rational expressions. So we can apply our result from the previous example. We can remove the fractions by cross-multiplying. Let's do it. X minus 1 times a minus b is equal to 2a times 1. Now we have to work with the left side. We have to multiply these two binomials. We could do it by applying the FOIL method. We multiply the first, outer, inner, and last terms. The product of the first terms is a times x. Outer, x times minus b is minus bx. Inner, minus 1 times a is negative a, and last minus 1 times negative b is as positive b. And this is equal to 2a. The goal is to solve this equation for x. There are two x terms, ax and minus bx. We need to combine them. How do we combine like terms? By simply adding their coefficients. We have to, or subtracting their coefficients. A minus b times x will be the result. You can also think for that like factoring out x from the first two terms. And we need to isolate the x term. So the other terms, minus a and positive b, should be moved from left to right. When we move a term from one to another side, we must change its sign. So negative a, after we move it to the right side, becomes positive a. And b, after we move it to the right side, will be negative b. And we have also one term on the right side, 2a. Now we can combine a and 2a, and the result will be 3a. And minus b. This is the right side. On the left side, we have 1x term. So to solve for x, we need to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which in this case is a minus b. We assume that a minus b is a non-zero expression. So x will be, I'll write it here, x will be 3a minus b over a minus b. And this is the solution of the problem. So let's repeat what we did. Because this is an equation with fractions, we cleared the fractions first. For this example, we used the short result. We could do it by cross multiplying. And then we solved the equation for x by isolating the x terms and moving all other terms to the other side.